Beat it up, baby, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard.
Okay, so by now, everyone has seen Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion's video for WAP, whether on purpose or by accident.
What? Child. Anyway, so.
And from TikTok to Twitter, almost everybody had something to say about it. I mean, rightfully so. But several videos have been released so far in 2020, and many of them have been WAP-ful in nature. Like 6ix9ine released a music video literally 5 days before WAP came out to his song Punani. Punani. Tekashi 6ix9ine. Forget about, snitching. This man got 4 years probation for sexual acts with a minor. And when I say minor, I'm talking 13 years old. And it wasn't a sleeper hit or anything. It had over 65 million views. But there was no noise. There was no think pieces. There was no, oshkosh bagoshes of it all. There was nothing. So what is it about WAP that's getting a lot of people angry? Especially men. Hey guys, what is up? For those who don't know me, my name is Alana and I've worked as a journalist and video producer with a focus on hip hop and music videos. The purposes of today's video is, majorly commentary, but in the near future, I will be posting more in-depth deep dives from a more holistic, neutral, journalistic lens. So if you're into that kind of stuff, please take this time to subscribe, follow me on my social media, and if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification bell so you know when I post a new video. And as always, I will be posting links to all of my sources in the description box below for your further reading. Today, we're breaking down the WAP controversy and answering the question, when is it okay for sex to be in hip hop? Yeah, we're really asking that question for some reason. WAP and female rap like it is making some men mad, and not just internet trolls or politicians for some reason. I'm talking about fellow male artists, like CeeLo Green, whose last Billboard hit was... Dear Lord, 2011 with Forget You. Okay. All right, anyway. According to an article from Complex, CeeLo criticized Cardi, Meg, and even Nicki Minaj's music for being way too sexual. In an interview with Far Out magazine, Lil CC says that Nicki's music feels, quote, desperate, and Cardi and Meg are, quote, more or less doing similar salacious gesturing to kind of get into position, end quote. And he also says that he, quote, understands the independent woman and being in control, the divine femininity and sexual expression, but, quotes, it all comes at what costs? I mean, to be fair, let's just look at WAP's lyrics real quick. Honey, spread that hole like a wide-mouthed bass. Wow, that's pretty wild. Wait, sorry, that was a Nas lyric. Let me try again. Hold on. Here we go. When I bust them one by one. So what's the 411? Hun. Disgusting. Wait. Sorry, my fault. That was a Biggie lyric. Biggie, sorry about that. Okay, here we go. Let me put the head in. No? Dang, that's Kendrick Lamar. Wait, aren't they all men? They're all men, right? Huh. Anyway, by CeCe saying that he understands independent women being in complete control, especially in terms of their sexuality, but then follows up by saying, at what cost? Not only is he backtracking, he's completely undermining his argument. Because when you're an independent woman in complete control, especially in terms of sexuality, it shouldn't come at a cost. A responsibility to younger fans maybe, but then why single out women with this statement? I mean, why not also mention male artists who gloat about being licked down like a candy that's marketed to children, or another artist who encourage women to call them daddy during sexual acts? I mean, I'm not king shaming, but I'm saying if you're gonna bring up all of this, bring up all of it. You know what I mean? In addition to CeeLo, one of the most viral videos I've seen on this subject matter comes from the page College Kid, which dominated the WAP hashtag. In it, they have a black father that is expressing his concern that Cardi and Meg are setting a bad example for young women. Now, it seems that the original post was taken down by the father or the original poster. When I clicked the link, it said that the page no longer exists, so it's unclear if the user disabled their account amid all of the attention or if the @ had a typo, but either way, because of its popularity, I think it's still worth discussing, because he seems to share a lot of similar beliefs as a lot of WAP dissenters.
And I feel bad for a lot of these women coming up because it's like they don't even know what's right, man. The people they look up to is screwed. Their minds are completely screwed up. You know what I mean? Setting all type of bad examples, man, for these young women. And I got a daughter. You feel me? I got a young daughter, man, and I gotta keep her on track. I gotta keep her mind right, man, because she's coming up in a generation now where not only the music is screwed up, man, everything's screwed up.
Now, I actually can kind of understand this from both perspectives, but I think it's important to understand why women in general might feel pressured to use sex as a marketing tool. It's important to note that the women who are coming up now are in many ways not so different than the women who came up before them. Female sexual expression as a marketing tool has been around since, well, the dawn of modern day marketing. In fact, according to the Research Journal of Commerce and Behavioral Science, the earliest known use of sex in advertising was by cigarette brand Pearl Tobacco in 1871. At the end of the day, music is a business, and when it comes to sexuality and marketing, it's really not that different than any other business. But also, like most businesses, especially when it comes to the sex sells mantra, it's usually owned and controlled by men. According to Okayplayer, the first hip-hop music videos to feature video vixens happened alongside the dawn of hip-hop itself in the late 80s. According to the site, record labels realized how influential rappers were to their bottom line, and by '87, artists like DMC and Salt-N-Pepa were releasing successful albums. Crossover albums, which blended rap and R&B and pop, began to feature one or two nameless women, like in Bobby Brown's Every Little Step. But the late 80s and early 90s didn't just introduce the vixen. It started a golden era of female rap. And they also took control of their own sexuality with their lyrics, like Salt-N-Pepa's Push It Real Good, and, of course, Let's Talk About Sex.
I don't think we should talk about this. Come on, why not? People might misunderstand what we're trying to say, you know? But that's a part of life.
Undeniable queens of sex positivity. In the 90s, female sexuality in hip-hop expanded in lyric and wardrobe, as seen in Foxy Brown, Trina, and the ever-iconic Lil' Kim. According to Dazed and My Own Ears, Lil' Kim solidified herself as a sex-positive icon with hardcore in 1996.
Hey yo, shorty, won't you go get a bag of the lethal? I'll be undressed in the bra, all see-through.
This squat right here? This squat was for hardcore, and to this day, it's still everywhere. Even in WAP. Yep, right there. But despite this influence and success, and despite men in prison literally fighting over Kim's poster for their own self-pleasure needs, these women, like Cardi, Nicki, and Megan, were met with backlash. In an LA Times article from 2000, Lil' Kim was asked to respond against, quote, critics who have dismissed her as a hip-hop hoochie-coochie girl. Sorry. Wait, what? Mind you, hardcore sold 1.5 million copies at the time of the interview. Kim's response was similar to Cardi, Nicki, and Meg's responses when asked similar questions. Promoting sexuality through their image and music weren't seen as weaknesses to them. It was seen as a way to stand in their own power. On the flip side, these are grown women, and they're most likely not the same age as this man's daughter. It's not a celebrity's job to parent your children. There are millions of ways women can assert their dominance beyond sex, and it's important for girls and boys to know that as they grow. However, when we live in an environment where rappers like T.I. are praising their underage sons for having sex, while attending hymen checks for their daughters, we need to understand that sex, while not the only source of power, is objectively a source of power that should be granted to women so long as it is granted to men. One of the best parts about WAP isn't the visuals, the complimentary cadence switches from Cardi and Meg, or even the catchy beat. It's that the lyrics put women in control of their own sexual experience, and if the men act accordingly, they will be rewarded with the WAP. Now, let's rewind back to our thesis. When is it okay for sex to be in hip hop? The answer is anytime we want, by any artist we want. Hip hop has and always will be a tool of expression. Expression about a rough upbringing, about talent, about anger, about love or loss, and sex can be intertwined in every one of these examples. And while hip hop is in no way just about sex, sex is an important part of hip hop's history, and there's nothing wrong with that, especially when it comes from a woman. Okay guys, that's about it for this video. Let me know what other topics you'd like me to break down next in the comments below, and also let me know what you thought of WAP. Alright, see you next time. Bye!